Now, something you should know about me is that I got very fit in my 20s. I ran 2 marathons. There's usually one guy that laughs at that, and he's a dick. I ran 2 marathons. I'll never do it again. It's like eating mushrooms with none of the fun. And it's terrible. But I ran 2 marathons. I got super fit, and I spent all my skinny years dating a guy in a Cake tribute band, you guys. Yeah, that happened. That's here the concern it gets. It never gets a laugh. It's more like, oh, that sucks. You have a broken picker. Yeah. But I joined the gym a lot, and when I would go to the gym all the time, every year around January to March, all the fat people would come and they'd clog up the gym. Now, you see me, I'm not throwing stones. I'm just saying the gym's really crowded from January to March, and if you go all year round, you're like, can you give up on some goals already? It's too crowded in here. And I didn't want to be one of those people, so I joined the gym in October this year. If you guys join the gym and they bring out like the super hot guy or the super hot girl to upsell you to personal training, you have this, or any of you then? All right, let's talk shit about them. They're beautiful people. They are the true 1%ers. Now everybody thinks that 1%ers are rich people. They're not. They are a version of them, but the true 1%ers are beautiful people. Like really, just beautiful, no work necessary, just genetics is the first lottery, you win or lose, right? Like, I mean, there's not much you can do about it. And there's okay, so it's a spectrum. Let's start here. 1%ers, super hot people that financial 1%ers get rich to have sex with. That's this bucket. That's this bucket. Right here in the middle, that's us. This is just, most people aren't ugly, but most people aren't super hot either. We're all right here in the middle, still diddling each other and going to work and making babies and stuff. We're doing it, we're right here. And then you have this bucket over here. Now this bucket, it's less common than this bucket, believe it or not. And not in a medical way, I'm not a monster. I'm just saying there are, god damn, that's your face. Like there's a, that's what, you gotta go to work and shit looking like that. Like that's, like hundreds of years of failed one-night stands. Like nobody in their family tree loved each other. You know what I mean? Like, so, personal trainers are on this side of the spectrum. They are. They're usually pretty hot because they're going to try to sell you $1,000 in personal training, right? And what my guy doesn't know is that I'm there with a gift card and I'm a comic. Which is a real shitty, passive-aggressive gift for your fat friend. It's like, maybe just put it in her card. Maybe she'll just put it in her card. She'll use it, right? No. I got laid last night, work out more. So I walk in, and here comes my guy. His name's Chazz, by the way. 2 Z's, no. You can't name your baby Chazz. He's gonna be a dude, bro. He's gonna come out doing push-ups and like Jakar. Like, no. But he's this guy. You know when guys get so buff their neck shrinks and their arms? Like, their arms literally exist here now. Like, their lats are now armrests. They're just like, you instantly wonder how he's wiping. Like, right? Like, there's no way he's going. It got weird when I asked him about it, but. So he gives me the tour, and I've done the tour. I know what's going to happen. Shows me all the stuff, and then he sits me down. It's time to sell me the personal training. Now, and in my year, I started comedy late. I didn't start comedy until I was 30. I turned 40 this year. But thank you. I'm on the peak. I'm the top of Everest right now. I'll come back to that. But I started comedy late. I worked for the 3rd largest bank in the world for 10 years. Like I've done every sales class you can ever do. Give them the pickle and moving cheese and IFNT jail and MOP. I've done all of them, right? And I can spot him on these kids. And this kid's like, he's probably 24. And he sits down and he's looking at me and his head's shaking. What's going on here? You know when it's your dinner time but not your dog's, right? And they're like, what's going on here? I was like, oh shit, he's stinky. He's so hot, he's never had to form a personality, ever. He's never had to struggle through a Tinder date and be like, oh, funny. He He's never had to do that. So he's not, you know, the brightest crayon in the box or whatever you want to say. So I just do it back at him. Because I know what he's doing. He's going through the 10 steps of 24-hour fitness sales success. Step 1, build rapport. So, Amanda, what are your fitness goals? I can smell the weakness on him. I love this brand of dude bro, right? He's not gonna get all the jokes, and I'm not intimidated by him. Chubby, not ugly, I'm sorry. Like, every time I say chubby, not ugly, I think the most unfortunate person in the world to be is the skinny, ugly person, though. It's as good as it gets, that's it. If you're chubby, fat, whatever you want to call it, man or woman or anything in between, if you lose weight, your demographic goes up. If you gain weight nowadays, people are freaky. Your demographic might go up. You've got a nice face, but if you're skinny and you're ugly, you better have a skill set. You better be able to change oil or pull a plow. I don't know. So we're sitting there. Man, what are your fitness goals? And I looked right at him. I was like, I'm glad you asked, Chazz. I wanted to talk to somebody about this. I want to be in the WNBA. You ever want to laugh so hard you squint? He's looking over his shoulder for help. He's like, He's got nothing. He's like, do I start with height? I don't know where to start here. He leans in and says what I can only describe as like 1950s unplanned teen pregnancy tone. Do you have any other fitness goals? You're right, Chazz. Nobody wants to be in the WNBA. It's always one. I want to be an American Ninja Warrior. Oh my God! Are you guys watching it? Are you watching it? Are you guys like, you know, maybe get a little high and watch it and be like, I can do this. Like, Okay, so here's the thing. They make you think you can do it. There's another show called Stronger. American Ninja Warrior is my favorite. But there is another show called Stronger on Netflix. If you would like to become a less intelligent human being and have a great time, this is your show. It is a bunch of average-sized, perfectly normal-looking soccer moms and a bunch of super hot personal trainer dudes from all over the world with all the abs. Like, they're just like, we're gonna make you fit, and the moms are like, we're so fat. And the personal trainer dudes are like, I know, and everybody cries. It's just terrible. It's terrible. But American Ninja Warrior, they'd always go back and do a montage. And I love them all. If you don't like a before and after, I'm sorry, you lack whimsy. I don't care who you are, everybody I have had to leave before with my keys in my hand, watching a garage makeover show and be like, I need to see how these shelves turn out. Like, right? I gotta know how these turn out. So they'd go back to some guy's hometown. He'd be in his like Ford Fiesta with his dash cam set up, corgi on the seat. He's like 300 pounds and he's got his cheeseburger. And you're like, what fast food is that? We don't have that. It's like delicious. And he's eating and he's like, nobody wants to date me. And you kind of feel bad for him. But then he gets some pallets and some 2x4s from his buddy Hank. And they film him building his own parkour gym in his backyard. And then the production team speeds it up because people get bored like you are in this joke. Seasons start changing, he's crawling under stuff, he's getting smaller, Corgi's getting grayer, the Corgi's like, Rudy, 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 right? And he does it. He becomes 165 pounds of American Ninja Warrior. No, Austin, I'm sorry. You can't do it. You want to know why? Because falling as an adult is devastating. I don't care who you are. Falling over the age of 25 is no around. It is not. It is not. If you fit or fat, you fall over 25, it's calling to work shit. When you were a kid, you could fall off a bike and be missing a pinky and you'd be like, street lights aren't on yet, right? As an adult, you fall, you're like, dude, I can't come in today. Oh, are you sick? No, I fell. And they're over 25 too, and they're like, are you okay? And you're like, no, dude, I just told you I fell. No, I am not okay. I fell in the bathtub 2 years ago, and I'm still talking about it. You want to know why? Because people die that way. That's why. Hundreds of people die a year falling in the bathtub. I was living in a house with 5 comedians and a magician. That's just a part of my life story. You're welcome. And we had one of those, the glass door. Why aren't we still making houses with the glass door with like the rail of funkin' death? Gross. It always grossed me out. You can scrub that all you want. It always seems dirty. And nobody's quit hanging the squeegee up there. Nobody's using it. You knock that off, it's just one more thing you gotta pick up. No, it's another hazard. So I'm in the shower, and I get out mid-shower to change the Maroon 5 song I was listening to. You can judge me all you want. Talked about this all over the country. Songs About Jane was a great album. It was like Jamiroquai Light. I don't even care what you guys say. There's always a couple that are with me. Thank you. So I get out of the shower, I go to get back in, I high step over because funkin' rail of death, gross. I step in, and when I step in, my infoot slips and I fall like I don't have arms. Just like no protection, nothing. And it was so fast and glass shaking and shit. And I hit my head on the bathtub. And my first seat, I love older crowds. They're like, oh, that's terrible. This story is taking a turn. I hit my head on the bathtub, and my first thought when I hit my head on the bathtub was, oh, it's made of metal. I didn't know they made bathtubs out of, aren't they porcelain? Like, this is made of metal? And the reason I knew it was made out of metal was the specific sound it made. It sounded just like a dodgeball. Now, kids in your 20s, you don't know what dodgeball is, and that's why you're weak. But dodgeball was this game. We all lined up and hoped to get picked first, get hit in the face first. And it had a very specific ball ribbed for nobody's pleasure. It had ribs on it. And when you hit somebody, it'd make the best twang. And if you were the thrower, you were like, yes! But if you got hit in the face with it, you were like, oh my god, you have ribs on your face all day. Your parents were like, were you playing dodgeball today? You're like, yeah. Building up my life here. That's the noise my head made. And you would think that my first thought would be like, am I okay? Are my veneers all still there? Do I need to call an ambulance? No. My first reaction was rage. It was that when you get hurt and you're mad about it. Because like it's that same hurt you get when you live with somebody and they leave the cupboard door open and you go in the kitchen. You guys know, you go in the kitchen and you're like, what's this down here I need? And then you stand up, you hit your head on the corner of that cupboard and you instantly turn into the Hulk. Slamming that door 72 times like a payphone in the 80s. Ooh, ripping off the wall feeling. And they come tiptoeing in, hey, you okay? You're like, dude, I am squeezing away homicide rage right now. You should go, run. That's what I was doing, but alone and naked, just hand-colored fat baby just on the side. One of the roommates comes and knocks on the door. Bedroom was right next to the bathroom. He's like, dude, are you okay? I can hear that in my room. Fine, I'm fine. Leave me alone. I'm okay. He's like, cool, because that looked great on the cameras. Ha, joke's on him. He died a year later. Don't get sad. He was a comic. We have a bunch of them. But he died so suddenly that there would have been no time to take down cameras. So for like the next 6 months, I just like looked around and like bathed real sexy, just like my Venmo up in grease pin on the wall, just, you know. I didn't get any deposits. So I'm also from Portland, like the first comic, and it's weird, we just ended up here together. We have legalized pot there. Yeah, I don't know. I got shoulder tapped by a kid, a big man kid. They're all so tall now. I think it's preservatives, I don't know. And he's like, ma'am? And I was like, Junior? And he's like, if I give you $20, will you go in that store and I'm like, yeah. If it doesn't blow your mind that you can buy weed at the store, that I don't know what you're. I had to go to a guy's house that never wore a shirt and had a Rush tattoo. And I'm like, he's like, I'll give you $20, buy me $20 for the weed, bring it out, and I'll give you $20 for your time, ma'am. And I was like, call me ma'am one more time. Do it. I dare you. I am sturdy. And I was like, how old are you? And he said, 16. And I was like, and you don't know where to buy weed. You're 16. What have you been doing with your life? Who are you? Like, who raised you? You know what I was doing when I was 16? Selling people my age weed. That's what I was doing. I'm just saying, the states that have legalized pot are making their youth weak, you guys. They don't know how to figure anything out anymore. I'm Amanda Arnold. You guys have a great night.